Hey guys! Behind me, as you can see, we have the grocery store. I'm so excited to be doing this one. I honestly should have done this a long time ago because this is one of the buildings I was most excited for. I don't remember the last time I built a grocery store. It was probably 5 years ago. I don't even want to see what that looked like. You might also notice I have a bunch of things everywhere. When I was building the library, I was running into a bunch of ideas and I just kind of started setting things outside. I don't know. Let's go into build mode and let me show you guys what we're working with. This door on the side here actually goes into this little room, and this is for pickup orders. So as you can see, I just have this shelf here and a little chair for now. Obviously, we'll do this up a little bit, but this is where people can just pick up their groceries on the go. And then this is all the room that we have for this grocery store. We're gonna have to pack a lot into here, but that's okay. So I guess let me just go get started. Also, a little appreciation for the library over here. It's so beautiful. Anyways, let's get building. I feel like grocery stores always have a cute display on the outside with a bunch of flowers. I'm honestly not even sure what all of these things are for. It's been about a week since I put all of these things out here, so what those socks are for, honestly, not sure. Now, going into garden. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever used these bags of soil before. You know what? I'm kind of thinking I might actually put this inside and make it dog food. That is TBD, but for now, I think I'm gonna use these standing bags of soil. Can I resize these? No. Honestly, there's not a whole lot of grass in my town anyway for people to use this soil, so I don't think we'll have to replenish that for a while. You guys also asked me to do a flower shop in this town, so I'm not gonna do too much out here in case I do end up doing that. Is that the smallest pot option? For real? Is there like a bucket? So I'm wondering if I can't resize these enough to make it look like they're just coming out of the bucket. I don't know about this. And my game is totally freezing. Oh my gosh. If I haven't mentioned before, I think my plot data is at 98%. I'm in a little bit of trouble. It is taking so much longer to load in now. Oh, I totally forgot that I was building a subway. I'm not gonna lie. Did everything save? Oh, good. I've been disconnecting a lot recently, and I don't know if it's because of Roblox or if it's because of this plot. Anyways, I don't know why I'm gonna put a mushroom in here, but I am. That's going to be the final thing down here. I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to do some sort of like summer section here. I feel like every time I go to the grocery store, there's always like pool noodles in a bucket outside. I guess that's normally during the summer. We could just do some fresh fruit outside. Maybe I'll put another table out here. I'm not loving any of these tables though. Okay, what if instead of a little fruit stand, since we're definitely gonna have fruit inside, this is just going to be a apple canning station? Let me see if this works. I'm not sure if this is gonna translate, but I'm going to have this little machine here, which I've actually never used in my entire life. And we're also gonna put a chair. We're gonna put a little bucket here for some money. I've actually never used this thing. How do I do it? Equip your favorite fruit or vegetable and use the canning station. So I guess let me grab an apple. Am I using it backwards? Why is it brown? I think this is cute because it's kind of like a little homemade, I don't know, like someone who lives around here just comes to the grocery store and makes it for people as they buy groceries. I think it's cute. Okay, I'll make more of those later. Now what else do we want? One of those like drink dispensers? What the heck is that called? Oh, this. If this were a real grocery store, this would be one of those containers outside that just has a bunch of ice in it. But since we don't have that, obviously, that's what we need to use. Not gonna lie, it does look a little weird. I feel like there needs to be something sitting here. Oh, wait. Are there shopping carts? No. Okay, so TBD how we're gonna make those. Okay, well, now that the outside is pretty much done, I need to figure out a layout. It's gonna be, I feel like, a little bit of an awkward configuration because this is so slanted. And then we have this. Okay, so apparently at some point my microphone unplugged. I think it was my dog's fault. I didn't realize. So I'm stuck doing a little voiceover, but it's fine. I was building for a few hours anyway, so I was probably talking a lot and saying absolutely nothing at the same time, if you know what I mean. Building gets very repetitive, especially with things like this. So now I can chat with you guys instead and walk you through what I did. Ignore the little shelf in the back. I started doing something and then I realized I absolutely didn't like it, so I started doing this thing. And then I got a little curious. I haven't checked fact, oh gosh, the plot data size, it's kind of really concerning. But I really like the way this shelf turned out. I did little baskets so that I can put all the fruit inside, and I actually think it turned out so cute. I spent such a long time with restocking though. I forgot how long things like this takes. I also wasn't sure what else to put on the rest of the shelves, but I just did like jams and other jars of random things. I don't know, I think it's kind of cute. Since I don't have a lot of floor space, I thought that putting a whole wall full of organic fruits that someone very close to this city comes and brings their things, I just thought it worked a little bit better, and I think that the kind of slanted things look cute. I also put toilet paper on the wall, but these are those bags that you put produce in. And then I got started on the actual shelves. You can see they are kind of very uneven, but I do end up fixing that in the end. I rearranged this so many times, trying to make sure that there was enough room in between walking through the shelves and everything, but that there was still enough shelves to make it look busy. This particular part has a lot of sections on it. I put candy, that's why they're kind of super close together. And then I started on the back wall. So this is where I put meats and the seafood section, as well as lettuce and stuff, as much as I could make that look like lettuce, which you will see. But this is where those socks come into play. I thought that they looked enough like fish to where I could get away with it. You guys can be the judge of that. As with everything else in my town, I wanted this to look different than the last thing that I did, so I kind of went with a cute woody green color scheme. I just used the same green that was on the awning outside, and I don't know, I feel like it looks kind of like a homey supermarket. I guess this isn't a supermarket. I put a poll on my community tab asking you guys if you guys call it a grocery store, supermarket. I don't remember what the other options were, but the answers were kind of really interesting. A lot of you, I guess, in Europe said that you literally just say that you're going to the shop, which I thought was cute. As I'm recording this, I actually finished this over a week ago, and I still have not put the decals or done the final tour of it, even though everything is completely done. I guess you'll see by the end of this what I end up naming it, but since I'm in America, I feel like grocery store is the go-to for me. Speaking of, while I'm just literally stocking everything, I guess there's not much to say more about this build. It's pretty self-explanatory from now. What is your go-to grocery store? Every region in America has a different grocery store. I personally live in Florida right now, so mine's Publix. I actually don't even like Publix, I'm not gonna lie to you. We have one down the street, so I go there just if I need something quick, but I actually always do my groceries at Target, which I feel like, I don't know, is that like weird and bougie? I love their brands. You know how like every grocery store has their own name brand? Like Walmart has their own, Target has their own, everything has their own. I just really like Target food. I don't know. Their Good and Gather brand honestly slaps. I also hate going to grocery stores in general. For some reason, I feel like it's awkward. Like buying food is like an ick. I don't know. So I always do Target pickup orders. I don't even physically go inside. I actually drive my car up and pick them up, and that's it. Zero social interaction, and I don't have to think about overbuying or being distracted. Anyways, now I'm working on the cashier section. I ended up making it 1 instead of 2 just because I feel like this fit better. And this shelf on the back here is where I put wines, or as much as they could look like wines, and specialty things that you have to ask for. I also had to buy more plot data size, and I think that this is my literal last time that I can do it, so we're kind of in trouble. I'm really scared. I don't have very much left. Well, that's not true. I have a lot of buildings left, but maybe not enough data size, so pray for me. This is also how I made the wine bottles. It's just soap with a bottle of ketchup. What was that? I think it was ketchup or epic sauce, whatever that is. And then I just recolored them to a bunch of random colors. Now this is the actual cash register. It's pretty self-explanatory. I didn't do anything crazy. Obviously the black part is the thing that moves. I also put a TV. I figured since this is home owned, it needs some sort of surveillance. So I put a TV, and then I went ahead and put a decal in front of it so that it looked like it was actually showing the surveillance. You know, when you walk into Walmart, you can always see yourself directly in that camera. So I figured I could do that too. Once again, I think the absolute longest part about making grocery stores is doing all of the stocking of the shelves. It actually takes forever. Most of the things are just repeats that I could just use from build modes that I didn't have to do too much. I also made the meat section. I saw that people were using a whole bunch of random objects and just recoloring them so they looked somewhat like meat. I don't even know what types of meat these are, but I feel like it gets the point across. And of course, my little sock fish. Yeah, can't go wrong with that. I also ended up making why was I about to call it a watermelon sanctuary? What? I don't know why that crossed my mind, but I just used a planter and put some basic shapes on top of it to kind of make it sectioned off and have a little raised part. You'll see in a second, so that the watermelons can kind of look a little bit more full and like they're stacked on top of each other, since obviously you can't do that. I think it looks a little bit better. You can obviously see they're kind of clipping, but I think it looks good still. I rearranged what I did so many times, but I think that the back wall looks good as kind of a household section. And then on the side, you kind of have your convenience store items. I don't think that was the right word, but grocery stores always have a section where you can buy hair care and toothpaste and just things like that. So that's what I did there. And then the rest of the grocery store kind of just fell into place. I put things where I saw fit, and then she was done. Oh my gosh, guys, I cannot believe that this is finally finished. We finally have a grocery store in my town. I cannot wait to show you guys what it looks like. I'm so happy with the way it turned out. Right over here on the left, we of course have the pickup area. It's not too crazy. It's just really quaint and cute. There's just some posters everywhere, and of course the bags for pickup. This grocery store just got a delivery, so there are some boxes outside. And then of course the floral area. These flowers are $6.99 each for just a stem, so kind of expensive, but flowers are hard to come by in this town. There's not very much grass. This station is just as I left it. I did make a couple extra jams though. And then instead of doing a cart thing, since I wasn't about to make a whole bunch of custom carts, I did just make this a little area where people can put their bikes and scooters and stuff while they're inside. That is the outside. Now going on inside, we do have an automatic door. This is what the inside looks like. I am so happy with it. I did obviously do a bunch of custom signs. I will put all the decal codes in the description. I did make them all. Of course, I don't mind if you use them. This right here is a checkout area. Like you saw, I could only have one cash register, but I do think it makes sense since this is such a small building anyway. We also have some magazines and last minute beverages that you can grab if you would like. Back here is where there are some specialty drinks and some medicine and just random things. These are just advertisements down there that I found. This is the view from the cash register. As you can see, I do have signs for every aisle. I love them. I think this is so cute. This is the fruit section. It is just how I left it, except I did add some signs here. You can also see on top of me, this is the CCTV camera. All that I did was take a screenshot from this angle, and I went into Photoshop and kind of made it grainy, and then just put it on a basic shape and moved it up. Right back here is the most questionable section, but I did what I could. Down here on the bottom is like seafood stuff. I'm not sure what kind of fish this one is, but it has some seashells. These are sushi rolls. I don't know. Let's move on. Up here we have the meat, which once again is kind of questionable. Just a bunch of random shapes and things. It gets the job done. I don't know. And up here we have like lettuce and just other vegetable produce things. These are the aisles. There's not really any rhyme or reason to them, to be honest with you. I put on the sign that this is baking, spices, and nutrition stuff. Sure. And then on this side, we have dry food, condiments, and canned goods. So right here, we just have condiments, canned goods, and chips and stuff. Can't forget the candy. That's right in front. This is the dog food, which is actually garden soil, but I feel like you can't tell. There's also some dog bowls right next to it. I don't know. I think it works. And then we have like cosmetic things, shampoo, conditioner, all that. And then the household items are right in the back. This is just extra watermelon and carrots that didn't really fit over on the other side. The watermelons need a little bit more room, and then there's not a lot of carrots left actually. Once again, back here is the pickup area. And then lastly, we have just the frozen and dairy aisle, plus some extra drinks. So this is just the dairy stuff. We have milk, eggs. We have some different kinds of cheeses here. And then right over here, we just have various frozen foods. We have a little spill over here, and then these back sections are just very random. We have some household things back there. Hopefully this view will be better soon. That is supposed to be the park, so I feel like once that's done, this will have a really cute view. I'm really excited. If the file size lets me do it, who knows? And yeah, that is the entire grocery store. I am so happy with it. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of it. Did I redeem myself from my last one? These shopping carts, by the way, are just wire baskets with structures around it. Super easy. I just saw this on TikTok. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. As always, comment down below what you want to see next in this town, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!